Hello, everyone. I am just on here to talk for a little bit. I wanted to talk a little bit about what I've done today. Well, I went to a chiropractor for my back for the first time today, and I'm still waiting on Biospine to call me about having that surgery. And if nobody, if no, I'm talking about the viewers. If nobody comes on, that's okay, because I'll probably be making this short anyhow. Oh, that makes it better when I put my hand above the camera because of the light. So anyhow, so I went to a chiropractor today, and he did some maneuvers on me, and boy, am I sore. He went from my shoulders all the way down to the bottom of my back. And nope, one person's popped up. Some of y'all must have me with notifications. But anyhow, so that's been my day mostly. Is got out. It's not very often I get out much anymore, but I got out and went to go see the chiropractor today. And so nope, the person just went away. Maybe she had something she had to do. But anyhow, yeah, I thought I'd go live. I'm going to try to do these a little more often like I used to. Remember, well, those of you that are new, let me get this light out of the way. Hey, Melissa, how you doing? I'm just talking about, I went to the chiropractor today. Let me do something about this light. Let me see if I turn it off. Can you see? Yeah, that's better. Okay, so anyhow, I was thinking about maybe doing lives a little more often like I used to. Remember, those of you that have been with me for a while, remember I used to do them like every Sunday evening? Hello, Iris, how you doing? For those of you that don't know, Iris won one of my giveaways the other day, and her package is going to be going out this week. I didn't get it ready yesterday or today because my back's still bothering me, but I'm going to get it ready. I'm going to get my husband to help me and then print out the label and get it shipped to you. Oh, you like my mask? Look at that. I made this. Let me put it on so you can see it. Well, it ties, I've got two ties on it, and it goes up here, one tie up here and then the other tie down here. But anyhow, this is my mask. And this is from, I love this, what is it? I love this cotton yarn. Isn't this pretty? It's got all kinds of different colors in it. It looks almost like a cake with sprinkles on top of it. So I crocheted that, and the pattern is right here. I can tell you exactly where to get the pattern. I got to turn my light back on. I think this is it. Nope. Let's see. Where did I put it? Here it is. I love Hobby Lobby yarn. That is my most favorite yarn. Even the 100% acrylic yarn is soft. Here's the pattern right here. And it's from Yarnspirations. So go to Yarnspirations and you can get the pattern to crochet yourself a mask. And let's see. It says, well, you don't even need one ball of yarn. It's very, very little bit of yarn that you need. It says if it's any adult. I'm trying to see what size hook. Where is it? Oh, it's an H. You need an H hook, 5mm. And you chain 29. And if I remember correctly, you do a lot of back looping. Yeah, you do. You work in the back loops only and single crochet. Oh, okay. You do 2 slip stitches and then you do 2 slip stitches, one in separate in separate chains. And then the third chain, you're going to do a single for the next 4 chains. And then you're going to do a half double crochet in the next, and then you're going to, wait a minute, 1 half double crochet each of next 16. And then you're going to do a single crochet in the next 4, and then a slip stitch. And you're going to be doing that for how many rows? You're going to be doing that for, it says, let's see, it says that you have to measure it to be 5 inches. That's it. So it's really, really simple to make. And then you get, what type of cloth are they talking about? Like some kind of a cloth that you sew in like the middle part, like this picture showing right there. I think it's cotton. I'm not sure what it is. And then, if you want, you have openings here and here, and you can just slide a filter, paper towel, or whatever. You can slide in there for extra protection. So I've made 2 of these so far. I tried the 100% acrylic on this. I didn't like it because it was scratchy. That was the Red Heart Super Saver. I didn't like it. So then I thought, well, I've got some Hobby Lobby cotton. I love this cotton. So I tried that and I love it. This is the best. So if you're going to make this, don't use acrylic. Use a soft type of fabric like a bamboo cotton, or a real soft cotton like Hobby Lobby has. So yeah, I'm really glad that I came across that pattern. So how are y'all been doing today? Strike up a conversation. Iris, I don't know if you heard me say before you came on, but I'm thinking about starting up weekly or maybe 2 days a week of blogging. I guess you call this a blog, right? Is this what I'm doing? So I was thinking about starting them up because I've been watching Granny D. Well, not watching, I've been participating in hers, as you know, Iris. And then who's the other one, Iris, that we do? Granny D. And then, oh, the one with the squirrel in her name. No, wait a minute. Granny D. And then we have another one. Oh, I can't remember. That's it, Yarny Zebra. That's it. And I've had so much fun with theirs. And, talking back and forth. And I tell you, she has a lot of people on there. It probably took her a while to get all those people to come on. But anyhow, I've had so much fun the last couple of days on her blog. Is this what you call it? Is a blog? Angel went for an RIDE today when I went to the chiropractor. We couldn't get her to stay at the house. Here she is. There's my baby. Hi. You want to say hello? Say hello. Don't knock my phone over now. What? She's still excited from the ride. She had herself a good time. She wasn't going to go. We tried to get her to go back in the house, and she wouldn't go. She's a Situ, and she's such a sweet little thing. Daddy's calling you. Daddy's calling you. He's at the back door. Oh, there she goes. He's at the back door. Whenever he goes outside, she has to go regardless. Not just to go potty, but just to be with him. I moved my leg the wrong way, and I felt a little spasm. Biospine still hasn't called me back. I don't know. So I called them on the way home from the chiropractor, and I want to know what's going on. Yeah, she is a cutie, isn't she? Yeah, she's a good girl. I mean, I don't have any problems with her. She's really good. She's a rescue. I got her from the Humane Society. My other dog, Missy, she was a collie Sheltie. A little, her nose was more like a Sheltie, but the rest of her was like a collie. The hair and everything, the coloring of the hair and all. And she passed away December 18th of 2015. And so around February of 2019, somewhere around there, well, no, I think I started looking in the late part of January just to look. I wasn't planning on getting another animal, but I was a member of the Humane Society's Facebook page anyhow. And I just, look around, and they happen to have her picture pop up saying that she needs a home and so and so. So I got in touch with the Humane Society. I sent them a message, and I asked them, I says, well, um, is she ready to go to her new home? Her, and then I can always call her back later. But anyhow, so I saw her picture on the Humane Society Facebook page, and I looked at her eyes, and I went, "Oh my goodness, isn't she a sweetie?" So I got in touch with them, and I asked them, could she be adopted out now? And they said, no, we just got her, and we have to give it a week to see if the owners are going to claim her. Well, I knew nobody was going to claim her, not with the look I saw in her eyes. No way. And yeah, I know, Missy, we had her 15 years. She was a good dog too. I got her, she was a rescue. And, but anyhow, so I saw her, and every day I kept sending messages to the Humane Society. Has anyone claimed her yet? Has anyone claimed her yet? Every day for a week. So finally, they sent me a message. It was on a Tuesday. It was February 8th. They sent me a message, and they said, call us tomorrow at 10 o'clock. And I said, okay. So the next day, I'm in the church office. I used to work in the church office. And so I called them, and I had my speaker on the phone on. And I told them, I said, this is Melody Thomas. I have been inquiring about, what did they name her? Oh, Buffy. Oh. But anyhow, I says, I'm inquiring about Buffy. Has anyone claimed her yet? And they says, no. They said, you can come in and look at her. And I says, well, I'm here at the church office until 12 o'clock. And I says, can you hold her? And because I will be there. They said, no, we can't do that. It's first come, first serve. And all of a sudden, I saw my preacher come running from his office to my office. He says, go get that baby. He says, bring her back here. I want to see her. And I said, okay. So I told them, I says, my pastor just told me that I can go look at her. It took me about 30 minutes after I got her. I looked at her and got her out of the cage, and I had her on a leash walking around outside. It took me about 30 minutes to decide if I was really ready. But I think mostly what it was is I knew she needed someone to take care of her. She needed really, really a lot of attention. And so when I got her home, I found out she was abused. I don't know what it is. I guess it's because of her history before I got her, but she'll always leave a little bit of food on the floor, dry food. And so I went to go sweep it up, and she saw that broom and dustpan, and her eyes got big, and she started shaking, and she ran and hid. I says, oh my goodness, this poor baby's been abused. I wonder if they used to hit her with a broom. I went, oh my goodness. But since then, I've had her almost 5 years, or 4.5 years. And I have noticed there's other things that's been wrong with her that she's scared of, that she still thinks about, and so she gets a lot of loving. It took me a while to start loving her. I didn't love her right away. I just knew she needed someone to be there for her and take care of her. because I wasn't ready, but I knew she needed something. So that's why I brought her home. And so I fell in love with her. And now there's nothing, I wouldn't take nothing for her. She's the most precious thing in my life besides my grandchildren and my children and my husband, of course. But she's very precious to me. And she's very jealous too. We have a cat, and her name is Cuddles, right? So sometimes Cuddles will come up to me and, want her attention time. Not very often, but sometimes. And Angel gets so jealous. It's ridiculous. Sometimes she'll knock Cuddles out of the way. No, I'm not allowed to be with any other animals. Angel's the only one that I'm allowed to be around. It's so funny, but she's so cute. And the way she runs, she looks like a jackrabbit with her legs running, her hind legs hopping up like this. She's so cute. I love to watch her play. I really do. She's a good girl. And so I don't know when her birthday is, but I uh, I gave her a new birthday, and it's called Her New Life Birthday, and it's February 9th because that's the date that I adopted her. And so that's her birthday. So when I took her to the vet for the first time, I asked him, I says, how old do you think she is? He says, probably a year and a half or 2 years. So I'm thinking she's probably 6 years old right now. I'm not sure. But she's got so much energy in her, let me tell you. She loves to play. Yeah, she's so cute. She's adorable. I love her to pieces. There's nothing I wouldn't do for her. And like yesterday, oh my goodness, we had a terrible thunderstorm. I mean, one boom right after the other. And normally she wouldn't shake during a thunderstorm, but yesterday she was scared to death. I said, that's okay, because I was scared too. I mean, it was like boom, 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 all that thundering. And it got to her and it scared her. So we gave her some medicine we got at the pet store one time that calms her down. And it did. It calmed her down. She stopped shaking, but then she was still wanting to hide somewhere. So after I gave her the pills, I let her go and do whatever she wanted to do. And yep, so let's see. I don't know what y'all want me to talk about. Iris, am I doing a blog? Tell me, am I doing a blog? Because I was, what was it? Who was it? Um, Yarny. I told her, I says, I would like to do lives, but I don't know how to do blogs. And she says, well, you just get on the camera and you start talking away. So that's what I'm doing. So I guess I'm doing a blog, right? A blog. Oh, not blog. Blog. Okay. See how ignorant I am with this new tech stuff? I am. I don't know a whole lot about the new technology stuff. I got a new phone because my other one was an Samsung Galaxy S8 and it messed up on me. So they gave me an S8. Well, it has more on it and I'm still learning it. I've had it for a few months now and I'm still learning it. Like the camera thing, I can't seem to get things to focus in real well when I'm trying to show something like a label or whatever when I'm doing my hauls. So I need to figure out how. Thank you, Iris. You're so sweet. Oh, look at that smiley face. Looks like hearts and kisses all over it. Blog is a written web page. I don't have a cell phone, so I'm out of loop. I started a blog page years ago, and I still have it. And every now and then I'll think about doing something with it. I'll put something on it. But mostly what I do is I put, if I come across a really nice sewing pattern or crochet pattern or whatever, sometimes I'll put that stuff on. And then I will put the name of the designer on there, and I'll put the web page where I found it and a picture of it. And so that's mainly what I do with my blog. I just, give out information about where I find all these nice free patterns. I only do free patterns. Now on Etsy with my machine embroidery, yeah, I have to pay for those designs. I don't know of any that are free out there, because as you know, Melissa, I can sew and do machine embroidery on my Husqvarna. I have a Husqvarna, what's it called? Husqvarna Viking designer, no, something like that. Husqvarna Epic Designer, I think it's called. But anyhow, it's a really neat machine. I love it. The biggest size hoop I can use is a 16-inch. That is a big hoop. And and you know what? On that machine, I can leave the embroidery unit on and still sew. I don't ever have to take off the embroidery unit. I can sew all I want, and that embroidery unit can stay on. That's one thing I like about it. Another thing is Wi-Fi. I have Wi-Fi on it, so that means that I can connect to my Wi-Fi and download designs straight to my machine if I want, but I don't want to do that. I just put everything on a USB stick. And I've got two USB ports, and I have, oh my goodness, I have so much on that machine. And I've had that machine 2 years? Yeah, I love that machine. It's wonderful. And one of these days, maybe I will show you something on it, show you some of the neat things that it does. I have a screen the size of a tablet, so it's like a 7 or 8 inch screen. And it's got so many designs on it. It's, many, many designs that you could embroider without using a USB stick. It has, hundreds of stitches. I mean, that thing is loaded. It even has a help section. So if you're not sure about how to do something for a certain fabric, or you're not sure about what size needle, or, anything that they may think that somebody might need help with, it's in there. You click on the help icon, and then it asks you what you need help with, and then it shows you step by step on how to do it with pictures. So it'll say like step one, and when you get done with step one, you click on that picture, and then it goes to step two, and so forth. And so that's another feature I like too. And I bought some sewing machine feet from Madame Sew, and they work perfect on that machine. And when I got the machine, I got it at a really good deal. What have I been working on? Mostly crocheting. I can't get in my sewing room much. I've been trying to, little by little, when I feel like my back will let me the last few weeks, I'll get in my desk chair and I'll scoot myself around. And I've been trying to get my room organized. So I see a big, not a big difference, but a difference of what I've been doing. I'm also selling some things in my sewing room that I don't need. I've already sold one of my really nice shelves. It was a Broyhill, so I've already sold that. And then I had a portable ironing board that had three baskets on it that you could put supplies in, and I sold that. So right now I've got three more things that's in front of me right now that I need to clean off and get ready to sell. Mostly crocheting though. I miss my sewing. I want to get on my Husqvarna so bad, but you saw my cutting table. Well, behind all that mess is the machine. So I can't get on. I can't get on my machine. Now I can get on my Kenmore, which was my mother's. She used to make my clothes on that, so I can get on that. But mostly I've been just crocheting because it's hard for me to get around. It really is. It's really hard to get around. I'm using a cane. Look, I have to use a cane to get me up and down off the couch or chair or whatever I may be on. So I just stay here on my recliner and I just crochet. That's all I do. And I've got a bunch of books, and I've got some folders I got from the Dollar Tree that I put PDF patterns in. And so I've got a lot of that up here. And I've got a corner in my sewing room. I think I can fit this thing. I'm going to turn, let's see. Yeah, I can switch my phone. I'm going to switch it around and let you see what I'm talking about. And turn the light on, you can see better. But I've got two of these. All right, now, that right there. And see? And it has 3 shelves to it. And I have 2 of them. So I'm going to see, I asked my husband if he couldn't measure and see if I can get both of these in there. And if so, because I need somewhere to put my books. My books used to be on the shelf that I gave him to put in the garage. So I don't have anywhere to put my books right now. So my sewing book, oh, I've got a lot of sewing books. I've got some vintage sewing books too. And love Bag a Day. Oh, I do too. Bag a Day has some wonderful patterns. I tell you what, I love her patterns. I've never made any, but I have seen them, and I've seen some of her tutorials, but I've never made any. One of these days I'm going to. One of these days I'm really going to put on one of her videos, and I'm going to go step by step with what she's making. Now I've made myself a shawl before, but you know what I want to make? I want to make myself a cardigan. And I found 2 free patterns on Yarnspirations to make a cardigan. And so that's what I want to do. It calls for, how do you say that? HYGEE yarn from Red Heart. And I looked it up, and it's 100% acrylic. I says, well, I've got a bunch of acrylic yarn. I don't have to go out and buy special yarn. So I'm going to, I don't know if I'll do it tonight, but I'm hoping sometime this week, I'm going to pull out one of my variegated acrylics, and I'm going to crochet me a cardigan and see how it goes. And the cardigan, I'm thinking of, because I've never made one before, so I picked out an easy one. And this is made in one piece, except for the sleeves. And the sleeves are there, but you're adding on like a cuff. So you're going to be adding on like maybe 4 rows of it. I don't have that printed out yet, but I have it saved on my Google Drive. Why would it take too long for you to make things, Melissa? She said it would take too long for her to make something for herself. I've made doll clothes. I have crocheted doll clothes. And I have crocheted a doll ballerina outfit. Oh, it turned out so cute. You know that, I've got it right here. What's the name of it? Boho yarn or whatever. Kobu. Is that the name of it? Yeah, Kobu. And it's got bamboo rayon and cotton in it, half and half. And I made that up into a ballerina outfit for an 18-inch doll, and it turned out so cute. And the ruffles for the tutu area, they didn't get stiff or anything. They're very light, and they hang so nice. I don't have it here with me. I think it's probably in my sewing room. And I've got some projects here I can show you. Let me see. I'm sorry for turning this light on and off. Where did I put my projects? Because I'll put them, here we go, right here. They're all in this. Sorry about that. I was trying to get this back because that's where they are. All right. I made a doll sweater and a little headband. And I can't get it out of the bag. I thought that these bags I ordered, I thought that I'd be able to get in and out of them like you can, like the bags you see in the stores. But anyhow, there's the little headband. And then here's the sweater. No, it's a dress. Yeah, it's a dress. So see right there? So I made that, and this is made out of 100% acrylic. It's made out of the yarn I got at Michael's, the pounder yarn, what's it called? And then I made this last night. I made this out of Red Heart. And it's a little doggy sweater. Or cat sweater. Well, really they call it a cat sweater, but you could use it for a dog. Look at that. Here's where the legs would be. This is the top here. I love this stitch. What I did on this was I did front post stitches. So at the beginning I did one chain, and then the next stitch I did a half double crochet, and then the next stitch I did a front post, and then the next stitch I went into the stitch and I did a half double crochet, and half double crochets all the way around for 4 rows. And look how pretty that came out. Isn't that beautiful? This is the underside of it. Isn't that just beautiful? Oh, I love that stitch. And the rest of this is half double crochets, but you didn't have to do the front loops. All you did was double crochet all the way around. And then the back side here has the opening, you know, for their hind parts. And then here's the 2 little holes for their legs. And on the arms, or the openings, you did 1 row of half double crochet, but on the corners, like this corner and this corner, it said for you to do 2 half double crochets. And so this is how it turned out. I thought it turned out really cute. And so I'm selling this stuff that I'm making. I'm getting ready for the craft fair. I'm hoping we're going to have in November. And then I made something else. And you know what I'm doing? I'm using these bags I get from the Dollar Tree, and this is how I'm going to sell them. I know that. Oh, my sister sent me a text message. So I like the way that one turned out with all the half double crochet stuff. This is cute. This is adorable. And I will look for where I have these patterns, because I have them in these different folders here. But look at this. Isn't that just darling? Look at that. A little owl. Isn't he adorable? It looks like I got the eyes crooked. One up here and one over here. I thought I had them both angled right, but I guess not. But that's okay. But I just think it's so adorable. And then you can just sit it like this. And him, I got out of one of my books. Where's my book at? Let's see, it's over here somewhere. It's in a book with a ring binder on it. Where did I put it? This book is about to fall. Where did I put it? I always put my books back right here. It's got a ring binder on it. I think it's one of the books I got from Ollie's. All right, where is it? It's not up there. Did I put it down here? No, it's not down here anywhere. Oh, I see it. Hold on a minute. Here's the book. And I did get it at Ollie's. It cost me $3.99 for this book. And it has all kinds of patterns in it like that. And look at the cupcakes. And it even has food in here that you can make. Let me, macarons. Look at this. You can make macarons. I thought it would be cute if I made some play food for children. Here's the cupcakes. Oh, here's some donuts. Here's some donuts. So I'm going to make some play food, but I'm also going to make, yeah, yummy. I love donuts, and I'm hungry right now too. Oh, look, I didn't even know this was in here. Candy. Look at the candy. And what is this? Winter holidays. Oh, look at that little stockings. And so all kinds of stuff is in here. And I thought, this is the perfect book to make stuff for children, doll stuff or whatever, or play food or whatever. They have something in here. I think it's forks and spoons. I think it's in this book. I've got so many books of crocheting, but let me see here. Well, you know what? Here's the index with pictures. It tells me what everything is. It has 40 projects in this book. So if y'all can find this book, I would definitely get it, and all the patterns are easy. I love that it has the spiral. Look at that. I love that part. That's one thing that I like about books. So it has a section about how to do stitches, tips and techniques, must-have tools, recommended materials. So now we're in the baby animal section. So they have goats, kittens, deer, donkey, nuts and berry, lamb, daisies, and then they have bunnies, strawberries, mushrooms, squirrels, acorns, Mr. and Mrs. Bear, roses, raccoon, apples and pears, Tweet Street, chamomile, forget-me-nots, wild rose, lily of the valley, flower basket, mice. Oh, I did make one of the mice. Look at this. Isn't he cute? A little mouse. Look at that. Isn't he adorable? And then he's got his little tail. The tail part was easier than it looks. It's a lot. All you did was some chains. I can't remember how many, and then you go into each chain with a slip stitch, and then you tighten the chains as you go along, and that's how it got curly. But he's so cute. I made something else too, but I don't know where it's at. Stuff keeps falling here, and I can't pick it up. So it has butterflies. It's called Quacker Family. So it has a mommy duck and then children ducks. And then it has a clover, ladybug. That's what I made. I made a ladybug. Cup and saucer, spoon and fork. I was right. The spoon and fork is in this book. And the macarons, the cupcakes, donuts, candy, and then Christmas is bells, stockings and booties, baby holiday shoes, let it snow, so it's got a snowflake, and then it has a wreath, and then it has gift boxes, a Christmas tree. And so there's a lot in here to make for my craft fair for children. So this is the book I've been using the most to make stuff. And so that's what I thought about doing. I thought about getting a lot of crochet patterns made. I made this headband, by the way, too. And I just made it up out of my head. Can't remember. Well, I measured my head first and to see how many chains I'm going to need. And then when I got the chains made, I double checked it. So I put the chains up around my head. And then what did I do? I did, let me take it off and see. I did, that looks like it's single crochet. Yeah, I did single crochets for 1, 2, 3 rows, and then to make the scallops, I did 3 chains, and then I came down, I did a slip stitch. I did a slip stitch right there, and the next chain after it. So that's how I made the scallops. And I made it out of the acrylic yarn. One day, I needed something to pull my hair back with, and I sat down here, and I said, I'm just going to make me a headband. So sometimes I make my own patterns up. Not very often, but sometimes I do. And I do that with sewing, too. Well, matter of fact, I made my grandchildren a couple of dresses that just popped out of my head. Turned out real pretty, too. for their dolls, of course, not them. And I did a tutorial on the doll dress. Oh, probably about 4 years ago, 5 years ago. And I just lost my thought. Oh, I appreciate y'all saying that what I've shown you is pretty. I wanted to go to the Dollar Tree today, and I told my husband, we passed it coming home. I says, I need to go to the Dollar Tree. I saw, ooh, talking about the Dollar Tree. I don't know if anyone is interested in this stuff. I am sort of, because I have my Cricut, but two people so far on YouTube has shown that they have Heidi swaps in Dollar Tree, and it's like signs, and I don't know if it's like cardstock or anything. I'm not sure what a Heidi swap has because I've never bought her stuff. But yeah, I've seen two people on YouTube show that their Dollar Trees have the Heidi swap. That's one thing I want to go look for because I want to see exactly what it is. And then and then they have a cat toy. Whenever I go to the Dollar Tree, I can find things for Angel, but very rare can I find something for Cuddles. And I'm very picky about what I buy Angel. It has to be made in the USA in the Dollar Tree, or I won't get it because I don't trust things made from overseas. But anyhow, it's got like a round plate on the bottom, and it's got like another round thing on the top. Then in the middle is a ball, and the cats can chase that ball around, and it goes around and around and around. So that's something else I want to get in the Dollar Tree. Your DT is not good, and your Dollar Tree is not good, and have had the same things for years. I tell you what, I thought the same thing about, I have 3 Dollar Trees around here, and I thought the same thing about the ones here, but it seems like they're stepping up on putting better products out. They put the school supplies out now, but there's not too much I buy from the Dollar Tree in school supplies because I really don't need pencils right now because I've got oodles of them, and I've got oodles of notepads and that kind of thing. So I don't need any of that. But yeah, they're really getting some good stuff in now around here, and I'm glad to see that. Because it used to be so boring going in, you're seeing the same thing. There's no difference in the store. But then you go in the back to use the restroom, and they've got the whole back room stuck with boxes stacked to the ceiling. And I think to myself, I wonder if there's new stuff in those boxes and they're just not getting them out. But, they are stepping up good around here. I'm real glad about that. So I'm looking for the Heidi Swap stuff, and I'm also looking for that little cat thing. I want to get Cuddles because it's very rare I can find something for her. I found yarn at the Dollar Tree. I put 2 videos from Dollar Tree yarn on my channel. Oh, I'm going to have to sign. I don't think I'm a member of your channel, and I'm definitely going to become a subscriber. I'm definitely going to become a subscriber to your channel. I subscribe to Mama, the one that won the big giveaway. What's her name? Mama Iris. You know who I'm talking about. I went to her channel and I became a subby of hers, but she doesn't have any videos on there yet. I became a subby of hers because I want to see 100. How many people was involved? 150? Mama Swift, that's it. 150 people, creators. She's going to be getting 150 gifts. And so I says, I'm signing up for her channel because I want to see all these presents she's going to have. She's going to have to warn her mailman or her mail lady. She's going to have to warn them and say, hey, I want a giveaway, and I'm going to be getting 150 gifts. Can you imagine her mail carrier delivering 150 gifts to her? Hopefully it's not all on the same day, right? 150. No, I don't think I did 150 people. I don't think I found them all. I won one gift. I won it from Bless Bless This Home with Love, I think it's called. And I don't know, I don't know if she crochets or anything, but she did send me some really nice things. You're on a roll, Iris. Yeah, you are. So who were the two that you got, Iris, and what did they send you? Um, I got I got my first um, stitch marker. She made a stitch marker, so I got my first stitch marker that was handmade. I got some yarn. Sent me two skeins of yarn, very nice yarn. Well, I did a video on it, and she sent me some candy, and one of them was Kit Kat, and it was melted, so I stuck it in the refrigerator. And she sent me some gum, and I can't remember what else she sent, but she sent me a real lovely package. I really liked it. So I love that stitch marker though. That's my very first homemade stitch marker. I used the plastic safety pins. So that's what I've been using. So I've been thinking about, before she sent me that stitch marker, I was thinking about making me some. And so now that I have hers, I can look at it and see what she actually used to make it with, and make me up some stitch markers. Now, was it Granny D's? A friend of hers gave her all those stitch markers, and she said that they each have a number on it, and the numbers corresponds with the size hook that you use. I think that's what she said. Let's see. So she said, "Thank you. I won pants crochet creations." Hope you're going away. Get back on there. Now, here we go. And got a tote and a set of hooks. I put it up. The other one was Dolly Face Knits. Come on, back up there. Bring me back up. There we go. Dolly Face Knits have not received it yet. Okay. Oh, so you got a set of hooks. What kind of hooks are they? Um, I got me, well, did I show you the hooks I got from AliExpress? I think I did. They have this kind of a handle on it. I got two of the 3.5s. I was supposed to have a 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4, 4.5, 5, 5.5, and a 6. So I was supposed to get 9 hooks. I got 9 hooks, but I got 2 of the 3.5. So my mother crochets, and I'm going to give this to her next time I see her. She lives an hour from me, so I'll be going over there one day when I feel better, and I'll give her that crochet hook. Whenever I get magazines in the mail, I set them up for her, and then I'll take them to her, or if she comes over, I'll hand her magazines. Um, so she taught me to crochet when I was a teenager. I was probably about 14 or 15 when she taught me crochet. And I wasn't really into crocheting until a few years ago. And then I started getting into it big time. And then this past year, I've really been getting into it. And I get so excited when I see a pattern that I want to make. And then I see the crochet books and Ollie's. The hooks do not have a name, so not sure. Do they have like a rubber handle or a plastic handle, or are they just all aluminum? I like the all aluminum the best. I like the Sally Bates hooks the best. I've never tried a clover though, so I can't say anything about clover. I've never tried those, and I've never tried, what's the other company that makes hooks? Oh, I can't remember the name of the other company, but anyhow, I haven't tried any of the fancy ones. I use Susan Bates. I really like her hooks. I do have a set of hooks that have the rubber handles I got from Amazon. I don't like them too well because I use the G the most of the time, and the rubber came off of the G hook. So now, let's see, my grandmother taught me when I was 8, but didn't really start until 6. Wait, what? Until 6 years ago. Okay. They have a rubber handle. Okay, I'm going to watch your video. I'm going to go to your channel. I'm going to sub to you, Iris, and I'll watch your video. And yeah, I try to sub to some of y'all that have subbed to me. Um, so that's what I do. Whenever I get a new person that wants to that has subbed me, then if I get a chance right then and there, I'll go to their channel, and I'll look at their content. And then sometimes I just don't have it, like I don't get a chance or whatever. Let's see. So what else can I talk about? We've been on here. Oh my goodness, we've been on here 50 minutes. Thank you. I just have 5 videos. Yeah, Iris, I'm definitely going to check you out tonight. Um, that's all that I've been up to, really. All I can really do is crochet. I can't, and then try to fix up my sewing room. I'm ready to get some of my deco things hung up. My husband put up the thingamajiggy that you can put your vinyl rolls in for your Cricut. So he put that up for me. From Art Bin. I got that from Joann's with a 60% off coupon. I had a 60% off coupon on one regular price item, and I used it. Yeah, Melissa, you need to stop by Iris's channel. She crochets a lot. I don't know if she crochets a lot, but she crochets. I've never seen any of the things she crochets. I also want to see that. I hope you have some videos of the things that you've crocheted. I like to crochet washcloths and dishcloths and towels. So I like to crochet that kind of stuff too. But I'm going to be making more of these so I can have different colors. Let me take it off. But it has 2 straps here that you put chains in, and then you go back down. Hold on. Let me take it off and I can show you. They're all tangled up. Ooh. Okay, which is which? There we go. Got one done. There we go. All right, so I made a chain. I think it's like 37 chains or something like that. And then I went back in and I did a single crochet in each chain all the way down, starting from the second chain from the hook. And then I did a single crochet all the way around, And then I did another chain when I got to a corner. And then I did single crochet here, then another chain when I got to that corner. And then on the bottom, I did a single crochet. And I did double crochet on this. No, half double crochet. No, that looks like double crochet. So that's what I did on that. No, I told you what the instructions were. Okay, here we go. Slip stitch, single crochet 4 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you build up to your half double crochets, and see you've got your rounded part here where it goes on your nose. That's where you end up with your half double crochets. Then you go back down and then do the opposite of what you did in the beginning. But anyhow, look it up on Yarnspiration. It's a free pattern. And like I said, make it out of the cotton. And if you have any soft cotton, make it out of that, because that you can breathe better too. I wore my acrylic one out, and I couldn't even hardly breathe. Oh, it was awful. So I thought to myself, I got some of that Hobby Lobby yarn, so I used this, and I can breathe so much easier. And this is 100% cotton too. So yep. So I'm going to be making me some more, and I just sit here on my recliner, and well, it's really a recliner on my couch. My husband took me by Dunkin Donuts after my chiropractor appointment, because I told him I was really, really thirsty. And so he got me some tea. I love Dunkin Donuts tea. It is so good. I like their donuts too. I like their cake donuts the best. They have chocolate and they have plain. And I like both of those. Those are my favorite. I'm not crazy. We don't have a Krispy Kreme around here, but where I used to live, when my husband was in the Navy, they had a Krispy Kreme and a Dunkin Donuts, and I didn't like Krispy Kreme that much. So Dunkin Donuts is my favorite. Uh, we've been on here almost an hour, 55 minutes, and I don't want to keep y'all too long. But I'm going to try to think of days that are good that and times that is good, not like during dinner hour or whatever, because I know it's dinner hour now. It's time past feeding the animals. They usually get fed around 6. I live in Florida, so you're on the West Coast and I'm on the East Coast. So I know you're 3 hours behind me, Iris. So I'm going to try to work it out where I have some people that's international too. I have a surprise for them in August. August, I'm going to do a special giveaway just for the people that are international because your shipping is so expensive. I can't ship like what I just, did to international, not even to Canada. So I'm going to have a special giveaway for them because they're always left out, and it makes me feel bad. I always like to, uh, I always like to do good with people. I was raised, you you treat people the way you want to be treated, and I raised my children the same way. And I don't treat people mean. You get your feelings hurt, right? Yes. Well, then you treat them nice, and they'll treat you nice. So, um, I'm not going to say what the giveaway is. Is 3:20? Is 3:12 there? Well, it's 6:12 here. So I'm 3 hours ahead of you. But anyhow, I'm not going to tell you what it is because I'm scared that uh, they're going to watch this live once it gets posted to YouTube. So I'm real excited about this because it's very rare that I do international. So, okay, well, it's 57 minutes in. So I know, well, Iris, I know you're like mid-afternoon right now. But it's my dinner time. It's time to get the animals fed. So I think I'm going to call it quits for right now. And I'm going to think of what would be the. Oh, hi, Debbie. I was getting ready to go. I've been on here an hour. I don't want to keep everyone too long. I'll stay a little bit longer so Debbie can talk a little bit too. I like Debbie. She's a really sweet person. And there's another person. Hope you have a good dinner. I don't know what it's going to be. We do the home fresh meals, and they're really good too. They have vegetarian, and then they have with the meat and stuff, and the meals are really really good, and they come with everything. Okay, Melissa. Yeah, I'm getting ready to go, but I'm going to stay on a few minutes longer so Debbie and I and Iris can talk. Uh, but yeah, the meals are really, really, really good. And they come with everything you need. They even, if you have to have mustard in your ingredients, they even come with mustard. Even eggs. They have these little tiny egg cartons, and they'll put 2 eggs in it. You know, they don't miss nothing. My back is not doing well. I went to a chiropractor today, Debbie. I was talking about that in the beginning. Went to a chiropractor today for the first time, and I told him, well, I took this. I took my what's it called? I took this to show him this right here. Here's the antenna that goes on the back, on my back, where the box is implanted. And I showed him this, and I also told him that my doctor said that I can't have any adjustments, so he didn't do any. But he did tell me that he has another client that comes in, and she's got one in her back. And I said, that made me feel a whole lot better because it made me feel he knows what he's doing. And trying to find a picture of it in here to show you what it looks like. And he didn't do too much on me today, but I am a little sore. because it's like doing exercise. I can feel the soreness in my spine, my upper spine, more than I can anywhere else. Where is that picture? Now I found it for him. I think it's in this area somewhere. Hold on. All right, now when I'm trying to find it, I'm not going to find it. That's how it works. Oh, where is it? I had it pulled up for him. But anyhow, there's a box in my back, and then this thing that I just showed you, it controls the stimulation. All right. All right. Okay, I don't know where it's at. Oh, wait a minute, I think I found it. No, that's not it. But anyhow, I showed him the picture. I showed him this book. I also showed him the thing right here. And so I got in touch with my doctor that put it in my back. And I told him, I says, this picture right here, that means the battery in my back is dead. It needs to be replaced. And then this pops up, and that means that I need to have urgent care. So I called them and let them know, and so I'm waiting on them to call me back. And I'm hoping it's going to be soon, because I think that's what started my spasms 3 weeks ago, and I didn't know the battery in my back was dead, and I didn't even know there was a battery in there. Still trying to find that picture. So when I called the doctor, and he said that I have to have the battery replaced, I went, what? I have a battery in there? I didn't know that. So what they're going, and he says it's a 5-minute procedure. All they have to do is go in there, make a little cut to get to the box, open the box up, take the old battery out, and put the new battery in. And so I really believe that's what started all this spasming and everything. All right, I don't see the picture. But anyhow, I know it's in this section right here. But anyhow, so that's what it is. And being as the battery's going dead in my back, this is helping some because I can feel some stimulation going down my legs, but not much. Who just popped up? So, oh, your husband has pain in his back and hip. Oh, Lord, have mercy. It's just my back that I have the pain in. I don't think I could handle any more pain. I told my husband when I was having those real bad spasms 3 weeks ago, I says, I think I'd rather go in labor and have a child instead of going through all this. Because it's awful. You have these spasms. They're awful because they paralyze your body and your body freezes up. It's terrible. And then you can't take a shower. You can hardly get yourself dressed. You can hardly get yourself to the bathroom. I mean, it's terrible. So I thought that once I had this box put in my back, I wouldn't go through that anymore. Well, now I found out if the battery goes dead in my back, I'm going to be going through this. So they had this belt that's a charger, and I can put the belt on me and it'll charge it up. So the doctor's assistant told me that I could have something like that, so then that way every other year I wouldn't have to go in and get the surgery done. I've been dealing with back pain for 27 years. My husband too. He's been dealing with it as long as I have. He doesn't like to see the pain in my face. He doesn't like that there's things I can't do. I have to limit myself, and I don't like that. And I thought if I had this box put in my back, I wouldn't have to worry about it anymore. But, so that's one reason why I'm going to a chiropractor. See, I'm so sore now I can hardly move. But I told the chiropractor, I says, after I have the surgery to get the new battery put in, I says, I still want to come to him and continue. I says, maybe if I continue with chiropractor after they put the new battery in, maybe I can do some cooking, cleaning, the laundry, shopping without having to use a scooter. Um, Now, I used to do demos in Virginia. You know what they are. You go into like grocery stores or whatever, and how long is the battery supposed to last? Well, I thought it was going to last longer than it has. I thought they told me like every 5 years they would have to go in and replace the box or something. I can't remember what they said, but I didn't even know it had a battery in my back. I knew there was a battery in my machine that does the adjust the stimulations. I knew there was a battery in there, and I've had to replace that a few times in the past year and a half, but I didn't know there was one in my back. But there's things I want to do. So, like the demo. I used to do demos in Virginia, and you'd have to stand there like 6 hours, and you've seen them where they're handing out samples and stuff. And I used to enjoy that. And I told my husband one day, I says, I sure would like to get back into doing demos, but I can't stand long enough to do it. But I really, really would like to do some demos. I miss doing them. And so I'm hoping with having the chiropractor and then do my follow-ups with the doctor that did the implant. I'm hoping one day I can do stuff like that. I'm hoping one day I can, what I say, feel normal, where I want to be pain free. You know, that's what I want. And I thought having this box in my back, I would be pain free and I'd be able to do more. Boy, I was so excited, but I don't know. I have no idea. I'm just so frustrated right now. And I've been snapping my husband's head off for no reason lately, and I've been doing a lot of apologizing for that. Because last night I snapped at him, and he says, "Why are you always yelling at me?" And I says, "I don't mean to." And I told him I was sorry. So it does get irritating, and it does get frustrating, and it's not just me, it's also him. It's hard, he's got to deal with it. It's like he's actually going through the pain like I am. And it's not fair on him that he has to do everything around the house, and he does the cooking and the laundry and all that stuff. It's not fair on him, and he's sick too. He's worse off than I am. He's got the COPD, and it's hard for him to breathe. I mean, he's always gasping for breath. I hate pain too, Debbie. I hate it. I don't understand why God lets us live through pain. I don't understand that at all. And I ask God in my prayers, I say, God, why do you do this? Why am I in pain? Why do you let us humans live in pain? And but we're not supposed to question him, but I do. Why are you doing this? Why does every human on this earth have to live in pain? Yeah, I do have a sweet one. And who was it that Iris and I was watching last night? Was it Granny D? I think it was. Anyhow, and I was talking. I need to go because dinner will be ready soon. And she says, what are you cooking for dinner? I says, well, I don't do cooking. And I said that my husband does. And she says, well, you've got a keeper, Remember that, Iris? You have a keeper. And I told him what she said. He is. He's a really sweet person. He can get on my nerves every now and then, but I know I get on his nerves every now and then too. Probably more than he gets on mine. But yeah, he's a sweet person. I think I'll keep him a while longer. This is our anniversary month. We've been married 28 years as of July 17th. My hubby does a lot for me too because my knee, come on, because my knee, my husband does the cooking too. Yeah, my husband does everything. He even does things for me. He has to help me get my shoes and socks on because I can't bend over to put and then my brace for my ankle. So he helps me with that. And then at night he helps me take my shoes and socks off and my brace. And there have been times that he's had to help me take a shower. Oh, 28 years in December. Well, good. I didn't think I'd ever see 28 years. Now, our 25th anniversary, we renewed our vows. That's when I was going to church. I'm looking for a church now because the one that we were going to, how can I put this? After the pastor passed away because he had cancer, I realized that it was that the women were starting to take over everything. And I don't believe in that. I do not believe in that at all. And so I stopped going to the church. But they got an intern pastor until they got a full-time pastor. Well, he's the one that helped us renew our vows. He also is the one that married my daughter, and now she's divorced. Let's see what Melissa just put up. Congrats, I guess all of us here have keepers. My husband and I will have 21 years in December. Okay, so Debbie, you're looking for a new church too? I think I found one. Now, my sister, has moved here a couple months ago, and she's been going from church to church. Now, we were looking for like 9 years. I said, now I'm going to let her take over. And so I had an idea of a church I liked because after the virus and we couldn't go to church, I was watching the live stream on Facebook, and I really like him. But before the virus, my daughter and I, we were going down the road for some reason. He's on like one of those backcountry roads. And I saw the church. And I noticed that it had a phone number and a Facebook page. And I told my daughter, I said, I'm going to pull in here and I want you to write down the phone number and the Facebook page name. And then I happened to notice that the custodian was out on the side of the building. So I told him of a church, so-and-so. And he says, well, let me go get the pastor. So the pastor gave me a tour of the inside of the sanctuary. I thought that was really sweet of him. And I says, after the virus came around, I says, I want to see what his preaching is like. So I still watch him live because with my back, I haven't been able to get out much. So I still watch him live on Sundays. Now, my sister went there a few times, and she says that she had it narrowed down to 2 churches. And she says that this church is called Independent Baptist. And she says that Independent Baptist is the church for her. All right, I'm going to recline back a little bit because I'm really, really starting to get sore. I'll make sure that my phone doesn't get knocked over because I have my phone on the charger. All right, I'm going to turn this bright light off because I don't need it anymore. There, y'all can see me better. Oh, my husband just turned on the kitchen light. That's what you saw. So that's better right there with the kitchen light and then the one turned out here. So Debbie, before you came on, we were talking about what I've been up to since I've been laid up with my back. And I was saying that I crochet a lot. And I showed some of the projects that I made. And so I'm going to do a video, just a regular video, and I'm going to get all my projects together that I've been making, the crocheted ones, and I'm going to do a video and show everything that I've made. So be looking for that. And Debbie, I was also telling them that I'm going to do some more live videos. Debbie, you remember when I used to do them on Sunday nights? So I'm thinking about doing them maybe 2 or 3 days a week, but try to work it around where nobody's having their dinner hour. Like Iris, she's in California and I'm in Florida, so she's 3 hours behind me. So if I do it like at 7, it'll still be good for her because it'll be 4 o'clock for her. Yep, Debbie, you were there for my live chats when I had them when we lived in the other house, and I just haven't done any since I've been in this house, and it's been 2 years. So I know that y'all probably would like to see me do some, and I'm going to try to do them a little more regularly. I don't have any days set up yet, but I'll let you know because I'll be doing another video. I might, you know what I want to do? I want to do a crochet tutorial, but I don't have the right equipment to get the camera above my head and get it where you can see it like everybody else does when they do crocheting. So, all right, AliExpress is trying to get me to buy stuff from them. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you. That makes me feel good. I think the first time I did a live is when, Debbie, remember the first time I did a live and someone wrote some really rude comments on my channel on a video I did and it hurt my feelings. Remember that? Oh, I think that was my first one and I got so upset. I was in tears. Debbie probably remembers that. Yep. Yep, I was in tears. And Debbie and everybody else says, don't let it bother me. They all told me that there's mean people out there and they just like to attack everyone. And it's true because since then I have watched other people and do live videos or do a regular tutorial, well, not a tutorial, but a regular video and say the same thing. Yeah, there's a lot of rude people out there, Iris. And when was it? About a month or so ago, I got 2 rude comments on a tutorial I did 5 or 6 years ago. I can't remember what the tutorial was. I think it was on that dish towel I got from Dollar Tree, and I put a pot holder on it so you could hang it on your oven door. But anyhow, after 5 or 6 years when I did that video and they made a rude remark, you know what I did? I went in and I deleted them and I also reported them to YouTube because when you click the 3 lines that's over on the side of the video, on their comments. All right, yeah, there's a little button or something over to the side where you can click on. It'll say reply, report, and something else. Anyhow, I clicked on report and then I deleted them. So yeah, I don't put up with it anymore because when I saw that, I thought about that video and everybody was encouraging me. And so, yeah, I have not forgotten about that. So I don't let it bother me anymore. If they want to say something mean, I'm going to report them and then delete them. Well, matter of fact, I blocked them. I didn't delete, I blocked them. So they can't get back to me anymore. Nope, I don't let rude people bother me anymore. Because they don't have anything else better to do but to hurt people's feelings. That's not right. You don't do that. And then I found out I'm not the only one on YouTube that they attack. It's not right. I mean, it's your channel. You do what you want with it. You know, they're not supposed to tell you what to do. So, anyhow, there was somebody I watched not long ago, and she was talking about the same thing, and she was doing a regular video. And I told her, I says, do not let it bother you. It's your channel. You have a right to do whatever you want with it. You have a right to show anything you want with it. Hi, is it Straight Chick is your name? Oh, now I've got a lot of people and I was getting ready to go. So it's an hour and 20 minutes. Do y'all want to talk some more? If you want to talk some more, I'll keep on talking because now I've got somebody else that just popped up. So let me know if you want to talk more. If you need to go, that's fine too. So yeah, I've been talking about projects that I've been doing, and I've been talking about trying to redecorate my sewing room. I've been doing little by little. I'm not overdoing it. If I feel like I'm needing a rest, then I take a rest. And then if I feel like I can do a little bit more, then I go back. But I'm always sitting down in my desk chair. You should see me in my sewing room in my desk chair. I'm scooting myself around with my feet. Oh, if you want to talk, and what is your name? So I don't keep calling you Straight Chick. What is your name? Oh, you do wood. Oh, well, that's neat. Do you have a wood burner that you do it with? Oh, your name is Kelly. Good. Now I've got a name. Kelly, do you do wood burning projects? I love wood burning stuff. My daughter's boyfriend, he made me something beautiful, and I have it right here. And I told him he did not put his name on the back. Okay, I'm going to see if you can see it like this. Make sure I have it up right. Okay, look at that. That's what he did for me. It was for Mother's Day. He's not even engaged to my daughter. They're just seeing each other. And he made this for me for Mother's Day. Isn't that beautiful? He did every detail in it. I mean, every little detail. You can see all the details, the bench on the front porch and everything. Look at that water wheel right there. Look at that. I mean, very detailed. And I saw that and I says, you've got to put your name on the back. I want your name on the back of it. So he does really good work. He made one for my mother and my sister. And I think he made one for my oldest daughter too. He's really good at it. Yeah, very nice. I told him, I says, you could make a lot of money doing that. You need to go into business. You can get an Etsy store and you can, I tell you, you can make a lot of money doing it. He says, well, how do I get started on Etsy? I says, well, I have an Etsy store and I can help you get signed up. And I said, it's only 20 cents for each listing and it lasts for 4 months. So one of these days I'm going to get him signed up with Etsy because he really needs to. He wouldn't have to work as hard as he is now. He can just work on what he enjoys. And I told him, I says, you know, people out there, they're looking for stuff that's unusual. You know, sometimes for somebody that's hard to buy for, you know, they're always looking for something that's different that not everybody would have. Yeah, so we'll see how, you know, whenever I get him signed up. I don't know how much he could charge for something like that, but he got every little detail, every, like the bench, every piece of wood that the bench was made out of. You could see it in his strokes with the wood burning thing. Amazing. When I first saw that, I told him, I said, this is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. And I told him, I said, you can make a lot of money. So he's a really sweet person. Now my daughter, she's been married one time and that lasted 6 months. He was very, not physically, but verbally abusive to her. So my sister and I, she was at our house. We had Christmas at my house that year. Every year it changes where we have Christmas. At my house, my sister's house, or my oldest daughter's house. And we both told her the year that we had Christmas at my house, you need to get away from him. And he wouldn't even come to my house for Christmas. Refused to. He was mad at me because I set him straight about the way he treats my daughter. You know, you're not going to abuse my daughter and get away with it. So she moved in with me, and I think it was like 6 months later they got a divorce or something. And he wanted her to help pay for the divorce. And I told her, I says, you tell him no. You tell him that we spent a lot of money on that wedding. He's going to pay for the divorce. Her gown alone was expensive. Whew. And she was so excited, so happy, and I was happy for her on her wedding day. And she was nervous, but she was excited. And every time I think about that day, I get so angry at him. Yep. So now she's met a really nice guy. His name is Jonathan. He's from South Carolina, and he treats her like a queen. He never says anything mean to her, never talks mean about her. He never puts her down. He's always trying to raise her spirits up. And I, well, they're talking about marriage, but they're not officially engaged. But if they do get married, this is the one that she needs to be married to, because he's really good to her. He's always looking out for her. Now, she's moved out, and she lives in the same area where he lives. Um, but if she needs him, he's right there, because he lives next door to where she's living. And if she needs him, he's right there. Well, she doesn't live in that house anymore. He lives with his mother and grandmother, and he moved down from South Carolina to help take care of his grandmother, because his mother couldn't do it very well anymore. And so one morning, early morning, before it got too dark, my daughter woke up in the place where she was living. It was a travel trailer. Well, she goes into the living room part of it, and there's two people that's naked, that's laying there on the couch or whatever that pulls out. Well, she went to Jonathan is his name. She went to Jonathan right then and there, and she's still in her pajamas. But she went to him and she says, "Jonathan, you need to get up." He says, "What's the matter?" And she told him, man, he was out of that house in a heartbeat, and he went to the man that let her stay in that travel trailer because he owns it. And boy, Jonathan laid into him. He says, "Well, I let anybody stay there that needs to crash somewhere. Well, not with my daughter in there, you don't." So I told her, I says, "Go ask his mother if it's okay if you can sleep on his couch." And so his mother said it was okay. So I don't have to worry about that anymore. But that really made me mad. But I'm glad that Jonathan was there to help her. That made me feel a whole lot better. Now, I normally don't talk about my private life on YouTube. So if I do, I try to find good things to talk about. All right. Well, it's about our dinner time, because looks like it says, what time does it say? I can't tell. It is now, 7:15. Yeah, Iris, it's good that she did find somebody. I am so happy for her. And she's back to working. She finally was able to go back to work. She transports patients. She takes them to doctor's appointments. She takes them if they need to go shopping or whatever. Yep, 6:45. It's 3:45 where you are, right, Iris? But so that's the kind of work she does. She drives a transport van, and it has a handicap ramp on it, and then she takes people wherever they need to go. And sometimes she'll drive 2 hours because they might have a doctor's appointment that might be like in Tampa, and she's got to, they may have an appointment at 8 o'clock, and she's got to pick them up by 6. Angel, go outside. No, go out. Go on. Go on. There you go. Good girl. Whenever she does something good, I always tell her she's a good girl. My husband was trying to get her to go outside before he starts cooking, but evidently she doesn't need to go. But she'll have to go while he's cooking, I bet you. It always works out that way. Okay, well, y'all, I guess I'll let you go. I've been on here an hour and a half. No, Angel's already eaten. She she got fed about 20 after 6 or something like that. Yeah, I'm going to have a good dinner. Home fresh. Debbie, I was talking about the home fresh meals. Were you here when I was talking about it? Home fresh meals. Kelly, were you? No, Kelly, you weren't here. If y'all haven't tried the home fresh meals, you need to. They are so good, and they're not really that expensive. I mean, you think about the money you think about the money you spend in a grocery store, and then you think about the meals that you get for, what is it, like 2 to 4 days. It depends on how many members are in your family that you're buying it for, and it's a lot cheaper. You have a garden? I wish we did. I don't have that green thumb. My thumb is not green at all. I tried doing a garden when we lived in Virginia and it flopped. I said, that's it. I'm not doing it anymore. Nothing grew. You're loaded? Oh, I bet you've got some nice fresh tomatoes and cucumbers and all that good stuff, huh? I love okra. That's one thing I love is okra. And I love a good tomato sandwich with Miracle Whip, salt and pepper. Well, hello, Yarny. How are you doing? I will watch her the last couple of times. I found her through the Christmas in July fairies. That's how I found a lot of the other people too, that does the crocheting or the knitting or whatever. That's how I found a lot of the people that I subscribe to, was through the Christmas fairies thing. Uh, no more bee stung, huh? Yesterday, he walked her. Yesterday, she said she went out to give him a walk and she got stung by a bee. And the title of her live was "Ouch." When I saw that, I says, I've got to see what she's talking about. How's your foot doing? You said it wasn't swelling up last night. How's it doing, Yarny? I felt so bad for her because I was sitting here thinking about the time that I stepped accidentally on a ant hill and it had red ants in it. Oh, it was a honeybee. Ooh, 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 ooh. It's been a long time since I've been stung by a bee, but it was right after we moved here, and I stepped on the hill and there were red ants in that ant hill, and guess what happened? All of a sudden, my foot was hurting big time. I says, "What in the world?" And I found that the red ants were biting on me. Oh goodness! I didn't know what was going on. I never was bit by a red ant before, and so I got on Google and I Googled a remedy to take care of it. I can't remember what they said to do, but it helped. It took the sting right away. Cannot even see the spot. It has been over 30 years since I've been stung. I can't remember the last time I was stung. I remember I was stung one time when I was real little. I was probably like 3 or 4 years old. I was stung. I remember that. I don't remember, let's see, I don't remember being stung after that. Yeah, Yarny, you going to do a live today? I like I like watching her lives, and I do a lot of commenting on her lives too. Usually I don't like lives because, you know, a lot of them are interesting, but Yarny, hers are interesting, and she gets you laughing too. It doesn't matter how you're feeling, if you're in pain or if you're in a bad mood or whatever, she gets you laughing. She's really sweet. I like her. What angel? What? Angel's here next to me on the couch. See? Can you see her? Now I turn the camera around and she's backing off. What do you want? Oh, I know what she wants. My phone. I'm using my phone to do this. My phone is on the arm of the couch, and that's where she likes to lay her head. She likes to lay her body across my lap, and put her head and her front paws up on the arm of this couch. And guess what? She can't get up here. because I had my phone up here. That's what her, that's what she wanted. She was coming over here to get up on the arm of the couch. Oh well. Oh, poor thing. She's giving me the look like, you better move that phone out of the way. Oh. Um, Yarny is lucky that way. He has his, does he have a special spot on the couch or whatever, and that's his spot, and, you know, when he's ready to get there, you better let him get there? Your poke? What? Wait a minute, let me pull your comment back up. Not yet, but I did a post on a video of my poke I forages today. Forages? I'm going to have to watch it and see what it's about. Okay, well, it's been an hour and 35 minutes, so I'm going to let y'all go. And like I always say, have a good day or good night whenever you're watching this. Please subscribe, click the like channel, and leave comments and questions. Okay, Yarny, I'm going to go. I'm going to watch your video, and I'm waiting for your next live. And goodbye, Iris, and poke salad. Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to have to watch that. But thank you for everyone that's come on here. Blessings to you, Yarny. And I will talk with you next time. Yarny, by the way, I took your advice. I'm doing the lives. So this is my first one in 2 years. And so I'm trying to think of a good day and a good time to do this, or maybe 2 days a week. So anyhow, you're going to see more of me than you have been. And it's not just going to be haul videos, and it's not going to be just tutorials. It's going to be live. Yeah, Yarny, you're the one that got me to thinking about it, because last night and today I've been thinking about this. And I said, you know what? I can do it. You know, Yarny says all you have to do is talk to the camera, and that's what I'm doing. And this is fun. She says, yeah, this is fun. And this is a good way to meet a lot of new friends, too. Now, thank you for all the hearts, Iris. That is so sweet. I love pink. Pink is one of my most favorite colors. There's someone that lives in Australia, and then I'm going to go. Her name is Wendy. And she says that she asked me for my address because she wants to send me something. I says, you don't need to send me anything. It's okay. She says, I know, but I want to. So I gave her my full name and my address. So I don't know what she's going to send, but she's from Australia. So I'll let you know when I get it. I would do a video and let you know. What is a moderator? What is a moderator, Yarny? Tell me about that. And then I'll go. Because she says, remember to get moderators, and I'm not sure what she's talking about. And then I'll let y'all go. Or if y'all want to go now, that's fine. Oh boy, look at all this fat under my chin. I need to get a facelift. Look at all that fat there. You know, when I do FaceTime with my granddaughter, it's like I'm looking at my neck. That is a person you know who can book the strolls. What are you talking about, book the strolls? I don't understand what you're talking about. Whack the troll. What is that? Okay, Yarny, you need to go in detail because I don't understand what you're talking about. Trolls? What is a troll? What is a troll, Yarny? And how do I get moderators? Where do I look? Trolls do come up on your life and say, oh. Well, see, I clicked the button, no inappropriate comments or whatever it says. Ugly folks, yeah. When they write bad comments, mods erase the comments. Well, how do I get a moderator? Because I have clicked before I started the live, and I was putting in the title. It said something about I should click something for inappropriate comments, and I did. So I shouldn't be getting any, I guess. They still get in. All right, so how do I get a moderator, Yarny? You need to teach me. You're going to be my teacher. And I have another saying, too. You should learn something new every day. When I call my grandchildren or I FaceTime them, I ask them, did you learn anything in school today? And my youngest one, she'll say, no. I says, well, you're supposed to learn something new every day. You sure you didn't learn something today? Boy, Yarny must be going into detail about the moderator. Angel wants this arm of the couch. There are 3 dots beside our names, and then click on that, and it will have a drop-down menu. So alright, well, let me pull it back up. It just went away. Alright, so I click on, there are three dots beside our names. 3 dots, I don't see 3 dots. I see 3 dots down here on the bottom. The last option says make moderators. Well, I see 3 dots down here on the bottom, but that's for my camera. Let me click on your name. Hold on. Okay, wait a minute. I see it says actions, report, remove, put user in timeout, hide user on this channel. Which one do I use? Is that what you're talking about? Because I just clicked on your name and then this came up. Is that what you're talking about, Yarny? It says report, remove, put user in timeout, hide user on this channel. Okay, let me get this away so I can see what she says. There should be one that says make moderator. All right, let me click on your name again. No, I don't see that. I just clicked on your comment, and that's all I see is report, remove, put user in timeout, and hide user on this channel. But I didn't see 3 lines next to your name. I just clicked on your comment. There should be one that says make moderators. Well, I don't even see 3 lines next to your name. But I think it's from the laptop. Okay, all right. Yes, I do have a laptop. But see, I don't get volume on. I don't know if you can hear me or not because I don't. My speakers have gone bad on the laptop, and I can't watch YouTube on the laptop. So I don't know if you can hear me from there. But I do have a desktop. 3 dots on the computer. All right. I do have a desktop that I used to do my lives before we moved into this house. So maybe I get on my desktop. I'll do it that way. So I guess for now on, I'll just get on my desktop and I'll do the I think I'm going to do a test. I'm going to do a test trial on this laptop because it's always right here next to me, and I don't need to be sitting straight up if I can't do it. You can still go to the live replay, and it will work by clicking the dots by Iris or I. Okay. All right. Well, I see 3 dots down here, but I don't know what they're for. Let me click on them. I'm scared I'm going to mess something up. All right, I just clicked on 3 dots down on the bottom here, and it says share, save, highlight, mute microphone. No, that's not it. You can still go to the live replay. Okay. All right. Use both the cell and laptop. Okay, that's a good idea. Because y'all could hear me on my phone, and then I can take care of the inappropriate comments on the laptop. Good idea. I'm going to do that. How do I do that? I just now thought, how do I do that? I'm going to start on my phone, And when I pull my laptop up and get YouTube up, I will I see this live going on, and then I click on my own live? Is that how we do it? You want to make a mod? Bless you, sweet girl. Yarny, being as you know more about it, I'm going to let you be my moderator. You know more about it, I'm going to let you be mine. How's that? You know what to do. You're more experienced. And as time goes on, you can teach me. So I'll just let you be my moderator. Just go into live. Yes, okay. I'll do that. I'll get my laptop up the next time. But Yarny, you want to be my moderator? Thank you. I really appreciate this. I will let you know the next time, well, I want to do it maybe 2 days a week to get started. That might be good. And I'm not going to have it as long as I'm having it now. I'm going to have it like an hour, under an hour, but 2 days a week. And being as Iris is on the West Coast, I'm on the East Coast. She's 3 hours behind. And I told her I didn't want to do it during when I thought people were having dinner. So, if I did it around 7 or 8, it would be 4 or 5 for her. So probably 7 p.m. for me would be better because it would be 4 o'clock for her, for Iris. Okay. I do pop-up lives still, so I don't have a set schedule to do lives yet. Depends on my health. But, you know, that's also in consideration for me, too, because I've been in so much pain. And then I went to a chiropractor today, and he worked on my back a little bit. And I'm feeling a lot of pain in my upper spine right now. And that's where the leads from this near stimulator is. The neurostimulator is a box they implanted in my back, and then I've got wires that's attached to that, and it goes up my spine, and that's called leads because it has little metal pieces on the tips, and those metal pieces talk to my brain and tell my brain, hey, I'm in pain, and then it's supposed to come back down to my back to take care of the pain. And it works. It works, but not as well as I was hoping. But anyhow, watch the beginning of this live, Yarny, because I was talking about all of that. You can get more than one just in case one moderator does not, oops, just in case one moderator does not go in on your live. Well then, Iris, do you want to be one? Yeah, I know, Yarny. I just asked her if she wanted to be one. And Iris, if I do videos 4 o'clock your time, 7 o'clock my time, is that good for you? And I'll do a pop-on too, because you already got me to thinking about if I'm in pain or whatever. And right now I am. My first day at the chiropractor. But he was real gentle with me, but it's because I'm not used to it. So, yes, thank you. And yes, good time. Okay, well then you and Yarny can be my moderators. So if Yarny can't make it, then I have you to back up on, or if you can't make it, I have Yarny. Okay, good. That makes me feel a whole lot better. And then y'all can teach me something too, right? Okay, well, y'all, it's been almost 2 hours, so we really need to get going. So, I'll see you the next time, whenever I'm able to get on. So, I'm going to do the laptop when I do the live on my cell phone. That's a good idea, because I can't hear anything off of it anyhow. All right, well, you have a good day or a good night whenever you're watching this. Please subscribe, click the like channel, and leave comments and questions, and I love all of you. Mwah.